Hi, this is Vicki with Learning Home Volunteers, and welcome back to our learning session on winter. Is your house filled with snowflakes? My family really enjoyed the paper bag snowflakes we made. All sorts of all sorts of the paper bag ones out of different sizes of paper bags. I think the most fun was the one we did with the huge grocery bag, which was super fun. We'll post ours on class tag so you guys can see too. Well, this week we're going to work with more with paper and a little bit more with Play-Doh, a different kind. How fun is that? This is activity number 9, and we're going to make a snowman out of paper circles. And in your bag, you'll find a bunch of white paper circles and 2 hats. Um, and I would start this activity by actually just writing the child's name vertically, like we see in the snowman, and as I wrote my own name here. And then we need to actually count the letters. Mine needs 5 letters, so you'll count out the same number of the big white circles and then glue them together in one big line. Now, depending on where your child is with their letters, you can put, dash letters like these. Um, in the little circles that they can copy over, or you can write the letters in highlighters and they can stay inside the line, or they can try writing their name by copying what you wrote vertically. Learning to write is really hard. Um, they don't normally have enough control over to make the pencil move like they want it to. Plus, figuring out how you move to make each of the strokes makes it even harder. So don't forget to praise the work that they are doing. Once your snowman is put together, you can add his head, which we provided some littler ones, and they can decorate it as they see fit. We can't wait to see your paper snowman coming out. It sounds really fun. This is activity number 10. We're going to actually be making paper chains. This is by far my favorite paper thing. I don't know whether it's just because I was able to be successful at it, or I just like the idea of them being able to get as long and long as you want. So in your box, you're going to find a bag with paper strips. You'll need your glue. What you want to do is make a loop with the first piece of paper. And then you want to thread the second and subsequent loops. You'll thread the piece of paper through the last loop that you made, and then join the 2 ends and glue them together. And you'll continue in this way until you're out of paper. Paper chains have been used to decorate for parties, to put on trees, to count down to the next a particular day, like their birthday, or even Christmas. Winter themed paper chains are really cool, but I love these snake ones over here, and obviously the rainbow ones, which are amazing. This is activity number 11. We're actually going to make gingerbread house in 2D using gingerbread Play-Doh on a little cardboard template. The gingerbread houses really originated in the 16th century, but the first time I ever heard about a house made of cookies and candies was in the story of Hansel and Gretel. They go into the woods and get lost and are so hungry. The smell of the delicious scent of baking, and they find this house, which is actually made totally out of cookies and candies, and they start eating. And then out of the house comes a woman who's mad because they're eating her home. Can you imagine living in a house made of cookies and candies and cake? Well, since this story, families have made gingerbread houses out of clay, out of paper, and obviously out of cake. And this one on the far right is so fancy. Many times, hotels will do them. The White House has done them. Other heads of state have gotten these beautiful gingerbread houses that are made just to look like their house. Well, the first thing we're going to actually have to do is make the gingerbread dough. So the good thing about this is the dough smells absolutely wonderful, but it tastes horrible. You'll not be able to make cookies from this, that's for sure. Like all the other Play-Dohs we've made, we provided almost everything, and in your bag you're going to find all of the dry ingredients. You want to add the oil, which you're going to need to provide, and then mix in hot water, a cup of hot water, a little at a time until it is not sticky and it comes together in a ball. The Play-Doh is ready when it is not sticky anymore, and then you can begin the real work of creating your own gingerbread house by molding the gingerbread onto the little cardboard template. Using the rest of the materials in the bag, you can decorate your gingerbread house. We can't wait to see your child's gingerbread house. Once they are done, the dough can just be simply put back into the Ziploc bag that all the materials came in, and it'll keep nice for a month or so in the fridge. Well, that's all for this week. Next week, we will make some gifts and a little soup. Until then, I hope you're having a good time on your holiday break.